What if the secret to staying independent and healthy at 89 isn't complicated at all? Today, you'll discover the 8 simple daily habits that keep me completely independent, sharp, and energetic at 89 years old. And habit number 4? It takes just 30 seconds every morning, but according to Johns Hopkins researchers, it can reduce your fall risk by up to 40%. These aren't theories or complicated medical protocols. These are the exact habits I follow every single day, and they're so simple that you can start implementing them before this video ends. The best part? You don't need expensive equipment, gym memberships, or complicated schedules. You just need the willingness to make small, consistent changes that add up to major improvements in how you feel, how you move, and how you live. Beverly, my 87-year-old neighbor, used to struggle with stairs and needed help carrying groceries from her car. Last year, she started following these same 8 habits. Now she gardens daily, drives herself to all her appointments, and just took her first solo trip in 15 years to visit her grandchildren across the country. Habit 1. The 2-glass morning rule. Your body loses nearly a pint of water every night through breathing and perspiration, and most seniors wake up significantly dehydrated without even realizing it. This morning dehydration is one of the main reasons you might feel dizzy, confused, or unstable during your first few hours awake. Research from the Mayo Clinic confirms that morning dehydration directly impacts cognitive function and physical stability in seniors, affecting everything from your balance to your ability to think clearly. Your kidneys work less efficiently as you age, which means your body doesn't signal thirst as effectively as it did when you were younger. You might not feel thirsty at all, even when your body desperately needs water. The consequence of ignoring this simple morning need is serious and immediate. Without proper hydration first thing in the morning, you risk dizziness that can lead to dangerous falls before noon. Your blood pressure can drop suddenly when you stand up, causing what doctors call orthostatic hypertension. Your mental clarity suffers, making it harder to remember things or make decisions. Even your heart has to work harder to pump thicker, dehydrated blood through your system. These aren't minor inconveniences. These are real risks that can send you to the emergency room or worse. The solution is remarkably simple and takes less than 5 minutes. Drink 2 full glasses of water within 30 minutes of waking up before your coffee or breakfast. Keep a large glass or bottle of water on your nightstand, so it's the first thing you reach for when you wake up. If plain water doesn't appeal to you early in the morning, add a slice of lemon or a splash of juice for flavor. Carl, 84, completely eliminated his morning dizziness by following this single rule for just 1 week. He told me he hadn't realized how much better he could feel until he made this one simple change. Start tomorrow morning without excuses or delays. Your balance, mental clarity, and overall safety depend on this one habit. Fill a glass of water tonight and place it on your nightstand right now. When you wake up tomorrow, drink it before you do anything else. This isn't something to try when you feel like it or remember to do it. This is something that needs to become as automatic as brushing your teeth, because proper hydration is the foundation for every other healthy habit you'll adopt. Habit 2, the 10-minute movement window. Did you know that sitting for more than 30 minutes causes your blood flow to slow by 50%, creating a cascade of negative effects throughout your entire body? Harvard Medical School research shows that brief movement every hour reduces cardiovascular risk more effectively than one long exercise session at the gym. When you sit still for extended periods, blood pools in your legs, your metabolism slows down, and your muscles begin to atrophy at an accelerated rate. This happens even if you exercise regularly. You could walk for an hour in the morning and still suffer the consequences of sitting motionless for the rest of the day. Your body wasn't designed to remain stationary, and it protests loudly when you force it to do so. The realistic consequence of prolonged sitting goes far beyond just feeling stiff or uncomfortable. Extended sitting increases your risk of blood clots, which can travel to your lungs or brain with potentially fatal results. It accelerates muscle loss, which makes everyday tasks like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even getting up from a chair progressively harder. Your joints stiffen, your circulation weakens, and your energy levels plummet. Research from the American Heart Association directly links excessive sitting to increased mortality risk in seniors, independent of other health factors. Sitting truly is the new smoking when it comes to your health. The simple solution requires nothing more than awareness and a timer. Set a timer or alarm for every hour and move for just 10 minutes. You don't need to do jumping jacks or run in place. Walk around your home from room to room. Do gentle stretches while standing. March in place while watching your favorite show. Water your plants. Check your mail. The specific activity matters less than the consistent movement. Martin, 86, regained his ability to climb stairs without assistance after implementing hourly movement breaks for just 3 weeks. He started by simply walking to his mailbox every hour, and within a month, he noticed his legs felt stronger and his energy improved dramatically. Don't wait another hour to start this habit. Set your first timer right now for 60 minutes from this moment. When it goes off, stand up and move for 10 minutes no matter what you're doing. Make this non-negotiable. Your cardiovascular health, muscle strength, and independence depend on breaking up those long periods of sitting. This one habit can add years to your life and life to your years, but only if you start implementing it immediately. Habit 3, the daily connection. Call loneliness is as dangerous to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, according to research that has shocked the medical community. The CDC reports that social isolation in seniors increases mortality risk by 29% and dementia risk by 50%. These aren't just statistics about feeling sad or lonely. These are hard numbers about actual life expectancy and cognitive decline. When you go days without meaningful human connection, your immune system weakens, your blood pressure rises, your stress hormones increase, and your brain literally begins to shrink in key areas responsible for memory and decision-making. Your body treats social isolation as a life-threatening emergency, triggering the same stress responses as physical danger. Without regular social contact, the consequences accelerate faster than most people realize. Your cognitive decline speeds up, making it harder to remember names, follow conversations, or manage your daily routines. Depression creeps in gradually, often unnoticed until it becomes severe. Your physical health deteriorates more rapidly because you have less motivation to maintain healthy habits. You're more likely to skip meals, ignore medical appointments, and abandon exercise routines. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that isolated seniors have double the risk of premature death compared to those with strong social connections. This isn't about being popular or having dozens of friends. This is about survival. The solution is straightforward and takes less than 15 minutes daily. Make one meaningful phone call or video chat every single day with family, friends, or even a phone buddy service through your local senior center. Schedule specific times with specific people so it becomes a standing appointment. Talk about real things, not just surface-level pleasantries. Share a story, ask for advice, discuss a book you're reading, or simply check in on each other's day. Phyllis, 88, noticed her memory improving and her mood lifting within 2 months of daily calls with her daughter and old college friends. She told me she actually looks forward to mornings now because she knows she'll connect with someone who matters to her. Pick up your phone today and schedule your first connection call. Don't tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow or when you have more time. Call someone right after you finish watching this video. Make it a priority, equal to taking your vitamins or eating breakfast. Your brain health, emotional well-being, and longevity depend on human connection. Social isolation kills, but regular connection heals and protects you in ways medicine cannot replicate. Habit 4. The 30-second balance test. Can you stand on one foot for 30 seconds without holding on to anything? If you can't, you're not alone, but you are at significantly higher risk for dangerous falls. Johns Hopkins researchers found that seniors who practice this simple test daily reduce their fall risk by up to 40% within just 8 weeks. Balance is not something that naturally declines with age and stays gone forever. Balance is a skill that responds remarkably well to daily practice. Your inner ear, your vision, and your proprioception all work together to keep you upright. And like any system, they improve with regular use and deteriorate with neglect. The good news is that improvement happens quickly when you commit to daily practice. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in people over 65, and most falls happen because of declining balance that went unaddressed. A fall doesn't just mean a bruise or a scraped knee at our age. It means broken hips, head injuries, loss of independence, nursing home placement, and potentially death. Even falls that don't cause immediate serious injury often trigger a fear of falling that makes you move less, which accelerates muscle loss and further balance decline. It becomes a vicious cycle where fear leads to inactivity, which leads to weakness, which leads to more falls. Breaking this cycle requires addressing your balance directly and consistently. The solution takes just 30 seconds and can be done anywhere in your home. Every morning after brushing your teeth, stand on one foot for 30 seconds, then switch to the other foot. Hold the bathroom counter if you need support at first, and gradually reduce how much you lean on it as your balance improves. Focus your eyes on a single point on the wall to help stabilize yourself. Raymond, 83, went from needing the counter for full support to standing freely for a full minute after just 6 weeks of daily practice. He said the improvement felt like magic, but it was simply consistent practice, rewiring his balance system. Try it right now, even while watching this video. Stand up, hold onto something sturdy, lift one foot off the ground, and see how long you can maintain your balance. This 30-second habit could literally save your life by preventing a fall. Start today, practice every single morning, and watch your confidence and stability improve week by week. Don't wait until you've already fallen to take your balance seriously. Habit 5. The protein-first breakfast. After age 60, you need 50% more protein than younger adults just to maintain your existing muscle mass. Stanford University research confirms that seniors who eat adequate protein at breakfast maintain significantly better muscle strength and mobility throughout their lives. Your body breaks down protein overnight to repair tissues and maintain essential functions, which means you wake up in a protein-depleted state. If you don't replenish that protein at breakfast, your body starts breaking down your own muscle tissue to get the amino acids it needs. This happens automatically and invisibly, but the cumulative effect over months and years is devastating. You lose strength, stability, and independence one breakfast at a time. Without adequate morning protein, the consequence is progressive and often irreversible muscle loss called sarcopenia. Your body literally eats its own muscle for breakfast when you don't provide enough protein. This accelerates frailty, makes falls more likely, reduces your metabolic rate, and makes every physical task harder. You might notice you can't open jars as easily, struggle to get up from low chairs, or feel exhausted after light activities. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that seniors who skip morning protein lose up to 40% more muscle mass over a decade compared to those who prioritize protein at breakfast. This isn't about vanity or bodybuilding. This is about maintaining the strength to live independently. The simple solution is to eat at least 20 grams of protein at breakfast every single morning. 2 eggs provide 12 grams, so pair them with a slice of cheese for another 5 to 7 grams. Greek yogurt typically contains 15-20 grams per serving. Cottage cheese offers 14 grams per half cup. A protein smoothie with protein powder, milk and nut butter can easily reach 25 to 30 grams. The specific source matters less than hitting that 20-gram minimum consistently. Lorraine, 85, stopped her gradual weight loss and regained noticeable arm strength after switching to protein-rich breakfasts for 8 weeks. She told me she could finally lift her grandchildren again and carry her own groceries without help. Tomorrow's breakfast is your next opportunity to protect your muscle and your independence. Plan tonight what protein source you'll eat in the morning. Shop for eggs, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese this week. Make this non-negotiable because your strength and mobility depend on consistent morning protein. Don't let another day pass where you sacrifice your muscle mass by eating toast and coffee alone for breakfast. Habit 6. The evening wind-down routine. Are you getting less than 7 hours of quality sleep each night? If so, you're significantly increasing your risk of falls, memory problems, and accelerated chronic disease progression. The CDC warns that poor sleep in seniors creates a dangerous cascade of health problems that multiply over time. Sleep is when your body repairs tissue, consolidates memories, clears toxins from your brain, and regulates critical hormones. When you shortchange sleep, you shortchange every system in your body. Seniors often accept poor sleep as inevitable, but research clearly shows that sleep quality can be dramatically improved with the right evening routine. You're not doomed to restless nights just because you're over 60. Chronic sleep deprivation doubles your risk of serious accidents, accelerates cognitive decline, and weakens your immune system. Poor sleep makes you more likely to fall because your reaction time slows and your balance worsens. It increases inflammation throughout your body, which accelerates arthritis, heart disease, and diabetes. Your mood suffers, your appetite regulation fails, and your energy crashes. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that seniors who consistently sleep less than 6 hours per night have a 30% higher mortality risk. Sleep isn't a luxury or something to sacrifice for late-night television. Sleep is a biological necessity that directly determines your health span and lifespan. The solution is creating a consistent evening wind-down routine starting 90 minutes before your target bedtime. Dim the lights in your home to signal to your brain that night is approaching. Avoid all screens, including televisions, phones, and tablets, for at least an hour before bed, because the blue light disrupts melatonin production. Keep your bedroom temperature between 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, which research shows is optimal for quality sleep. Consider gentle stretching, light reading, or listening to calm music. Gerald, 87, reduced his nighttime bathroom trips and started waking up feeling genuinely refreshed after establishing a consistent 9 p.m. wind-down routine. He said the difference in his daytime energy was remarkable within just 2 weeks. Tonight is your starting point for better sleep. Commit to beginning your wind-down routine 90 minutes before you want to be asleep. Set an alarm on your phone if necessary. Turn off the television, dim the lights, and start preparing your body and mind for rest. Quality sleep improves everything else in your life, but only if you prioritize it starting right now. Habit 7. The mental challenge ritual. Your brain needs daily challenges just like your muscles need daily movement, and the consequences of mental stagnation are severe and often irreversible. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that daily cognitive stimulation can delay dementia onset by up to 5 years. Your brain operates on a use it or lose it principle, where neural connections that aren't regularly activated begin to weaken and disappear. This process accelerates after age 60 unless you actively work against it. Learning new skills, solving problems, and engaging with complex information forces your brain to create new neural pathways and strengthen existing ones. Mental challenge is not optional for healthy aging. It's absolutely essential. Without regular mental challenges, neural connections weaken progressively, until everyday tasks become genuinely difficult. Following recipes, managing finances, remembering appointments, and making decisions all become harder as your cognitive reserve depletes. You might initially dismiss this as normal aging, but research clearly shows it's preventable decline, not inevitable decline. Studies from the Mayo Clinic demonstrate that seniors who engage in daily mentally stimulating activities have a 63% lower risk of developing cognitive impairment. The activities don't have to be complicated or academic. They just have to make you think, learn, and problem solve consistently. The simple solution is spending 20 minutes daily on activities that genuinely challenge your brain. Work, crossword puzzles, or Sudoku. Learn to use new technology like smartphone apps or video calling. Read books that require concentration and thought. Take an online course on a subject that interests you. Play strategy games like chess or bridge. Learn a new language or musical instrument. The key is choosing activities that feel slightly difficult, not mindlessly easy. Marilyn, 89, mastered smartphone technology and now manages her own online banking, video chats with her grandchildren, and even orders groceries online after committing to daily learning challenges. She said her confidence soared when she realized she could still learn new complex skills. Start today with something that makes you think and challenges your current abilities. Don't wait until you notice memory problems to begin protecting your cognitive function. Choose one mentally challenging activity and commit to 20 minutes today. Your cognitive future, your independence, and your quality of life depend on keeping your brain actively engaged and growing. Habit 8. The weekly health check-in. Small health changes often appear weeks before they become serious problems, but most seniors only pay attention to their health when something goes dramatically wrong. Harvard Medical School emphasizes that seniors who monitor basic health markers weekly catch issues early when they're most treatable and manageable. Your body sends you subtle signals constantly, but you need to create a system for noticing and tracking those signals. A sudden 2-pound weight loss might mean nothing, or it might be the first sign of a serious problem. You won't know unless you're tracking consistently. The difference between catching a problem early and catching it late can literally mean the difference between a simple solution and a life-threatening crisis. Ignoring subtle health changes means discovering problems only after they've progressed to emergency levels. A gradual increase in blood pressure over weeks becomes a stroke. Slow weight loss becomes malnutrition and muscle wasting. Minor balance changes become serious fall. Slight changes in energy become severe anemia or heart problems. By the time symptoms become obvious enough to force you to seek help, the problem has often advanced significantly. Research from the American Geriatric Society shows that seniors who conduct weekly self-assessments have 40% fewer emergency room visits and hospitalizations. Prevention through early detection is exponentially easier than treatment after crisis. The simple solution is dedicating 15 minutes every Sunday morning to checking and recording basic health markers. Weigh yourself and note any changes of more than 2 to 3 pounds. Check your blood pressure if you have a home monitor. Assess your energy levels honestly on a scale of 1 to 10. Note any new physical changes like pain, stiffness, vision changes, or balance issues. Write everything down in a notebook or phone app so you can track trends over time. Arnold, 81, caught early signs of heart problems through his weekly check-ins, which prompted him to call his doctor before the situation became an emergency. His doctor told him that his diligent self-monitoring likely prevented a serious cardiac event. Schedule your first weekly health check-in for this coming Sunday morning. Put it in your calendar or planner right now. Treat it as seriously as a doctor's appointment because it's a fundamental form of preventive care. Early detection through consistent self-monitoring saves lives, prevents emergencies, and maintains your independence far better than waiting for obvious symptoms to appear. These 8 habits aren't complicated, expensive, or time-consuming, but they are absolutely powerful when practiced consistently. At 89, I can honestly tell you that consistency matters infinitely more than perfection. Start with one habit today, add another next week, and watch how your energy, strength, clarity, and confidence transform over the next 90 days. These aren't theories or wishes. These are proven practices that work when you commit to them fully. If this resonated with you, hit that like button right now and tell me in the comments which habit you're starting with today. Subscribe for more practical health strategies designed specifically for seniors who value their independence and vitality. Share this video with anyone over 60 who deserves to know that aging doesn't mean declining. These habits work, they're simple, and they can genuinely transform your next decade, but only if you take action right now instead of waiting for tomorrow.